Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Tim Seaman.
And I'm Jenna Renstrom. Just 4 days ahead of its commissioning, the soon-to-be USS Sioux City has arrived at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland.
The ship that's longer than a football field docked at Dewey Field earlier today, and that's our top story tonight.
The 11th vessel in the Navy's fleet of Freedom-class littoral combat ships left Marinette, Wisconsin on October 30th and arrived at the Navy Pier this morning. Ship Commander James Malone and a crew of 75 sailors are set to host several events leading up to the commissioning on Saturday. As many as 5,000 people expected to be at what's being called a once-in-a-lifetime event, with a contingent of perhaps 500 making the trip to the coast from Sioux City.
It has been a long journey for the soon-to-be Sioux City, one that wouldn't have happened without the support of people and businesses here in the ship's namesake city. Since 2012, when Secretary of Navy Ray Mabus first informed city leaders about plans for the Sioux City, the area's patriotism has proudly been on display. Hundreds of individuals as well as businesses, large and small, asking to be part of a once-in-a-lifetime event.
The opportunity to associate our company name with this initiative is great, and it creates some awareness. But I think what it really does for me and for my company is the pride that our employees have in being involved and associated with something that is this important.
Stepping up has never been an issue for community and business leaders here. Siouxland Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Chris McGowan says Siouxland's pride and participation are very much on display when it comes to the Sioux City.
I've been involved with economic development and the promotion of Siouxland for 15 years. And there are certain things that you see over time that make you incredibly proud of your hometown. Some people hearken back to the response of United Flight 232. Others will look at the response to the flooding in 2011. I put Siouxland's response to the USS Sioux City in a category that basically reflects on the caliber and character of the people of this community. The response has been overwhelmingly positive and really impressed the people on the East Coast and with the United States Navy.
It certainly, obviously, is pride of our community. 500 of our citizens are going there. That's amazing. We thought we'd be lucky to get 100, and we're going to take 500, so that's really neat, I think.
I've got 10 grandkids, and I think a lot about my responsibility, not only to the next generation, but to my kids' kids, and an opportunity to do something like this and associate our family name and our business name along with the city where I was born and raised. This is an amazing opportunity.
Dollars and cents don't tell the whole story, but thanks to business leaders like Wells, more than $500,000 has been raised locally to help defray the cost of the commissioning celebration. The Sioux City and Siouxland will forever be linked, and it's impossible to predict what the long-term impact on our community will be.
I think this is a wonderful opportunity for our community to elevate our profile in an area that we wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity to do so.
And among those making their way to Annapolis for the commissioning are several graduates of the U.S. Naval Academy, like Dr. Jeff Kellogg and Dan Holzrichter. I'll share their story tomorrow when I report live from Annapolis. And don't forget that you can watch the commissioning live Saturday morning at 8 o'clock Central Time by logging on to SiouxlandProud.com.